this idea to people.
If you don't believe in telepathy, you don't believe in electronics. It just is that simple. It's just that simple. Like, nigga, if you don't think telepathy is real, nigga, you don't believe your cell phone really works. Like, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. Like, I don't really know. And once again, I don't like to make people feel stupid, but it's science. If you knew anything about science and how it applies to technology, you would know that there is no technological device on this planet that is not modeled after the human body, specifically the brain. The computer and the brain are literally modeled. I mean, the computer and the internet are literally modeled after the brain and the mind. It's just that simple. The same, all technology is, specifically electronics that send electromagnetic signals, is just crystals. The same crystals that's in your brain. And so we've proven through science that through concentrated thought, and what concentrated thought is when you focus on something. And this is in conjunction with your attention span. So this is why they're programming people to have short attention spans, because it means you have a lower level of concentrated thought power. But if you had a high attention span and you was like I'm talking about focus to where you could probably sit in the same spot for a whole day and not even move. I'm talking about that level of discipline. Then you would have the mental ability and the megahertz brain frequency to literally project your thoughts upon an object. And so I would be able to project my thoughts to Hotep God, and his brain would be at the same frequency level of mine, to when it receives the message, distribute it out throughout his nervous system and decode it. And it's just light. It's just the transference of light. That's it. A cell phone transfers blue light. A human body transfers sunlight. The same way. So let me give an example. How does reality work, right? Because for people who don't believe in telepathy, let me say this. Your whole life is telepathic. Let me explain to you. This is not real. Physical reality is not real. What's happening is the sun is coming through your eye at 45 degrees. It's hitting the back of your eyeball. So it hits your retina. Boom. Then it hits the back of your eyeball and it touches what is called the optical nerve. The optical nerve takes this electrical signal, transfers it back to the center of your vision. Your brain decodes the message of the electrical signal. Then once your brain says, okay, that's what this is, it sends it back to your eye through the optical nerve at an opposite angle that it came in. That's why it's called refract. And then it creates a 90-degree, measurement of vision. And then you do this through both eyes. 90 and 90 is 180. This creates your peripheral field. So actually, we are living in the past, because my brain is computing universal signals so fast that I'm reacting to what I'm being told. So life is not actually happening. It's already happened. So this is how fast your brain decodes light messages. And that is a form of telepathy from the universe. We are just living on a physical realm. What the universe is telling us we're seeing. And we're interpreting it according to our own mind. So that's the same thing with thought. And for people who don't believe that, how is the sun created, right? And let's go into the Bible for all you biblical people. And this is not to validate the Bible. This is just to prove a point. And the Bible is based off the sun. Holy in Greek means helios. Helios means sun. Bible means biblios. Biblios means book. The Bible is called sun book. It's about the sun. Jesus is the sun. The 12 disciples is the zodiac. I'm sorry to hurt you, though. Now, why is this important? During the creation stage of the earth, right? Which is really a subliminal story of the flower of life. Day number 2 is important. Because on day number 2, and if I'm wrong, correct me, but I believe it was day number 2, God said, let there be light. Now, if you know anything about the sun, outside of nuclear fusion and nuclear reaction, how was the sun created? Through radio waves. If you study the electromagnetic spectrum of the sun, the first level is radio waves. Radio waves by definition are what? Electromagnetic signals that carry sound messages.
This entire reality is based upon electromagnetic frequency.
Exactly. It's a voice. So the universe actually makes noise. It's just our ears are not able to hear over 20,000 hertz. So the universe is actually so fucking loud that you can't hear it. So the universe actually, it makes music and all of that. It's like a giant song. It's called the music of the spheres. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because the sun is literally talking to you, and it's speaking your reality into existence. And it's saying, this is what you see today. And you're saying, this is what I see today. And then we're telling each other, hey, this is what we are seeing today. So our ancestors understood that. That is, if I could call it this, solar telepathy. If that's I mean, shit, they might as well make it a subject. Solar telepathy. So this shit is real, but you're not going to learn this in school. You know why? Because it destroys the hold of religion.